Hey there, Nicki here from Life by Design. A few weeks ago, I shared a video with you all about brush control and showing you techniques that I want you to practice and really understand your brushes with. And then I shared with you some painting techniques that you can work in your process when you're painting with watercolor as well. These are all so that you can start to connect with your tools even more and really lean into your daily practice is what I'm hoping for you with your watercolor painting. In this video, I'm going to give you a little bit more. I love to paint loose florals when I just feel like moving some paint around, maybe playing with some new color, which I did here with this Perylene Violet, and just spending a little bit of time on some mindful watercolor practice that's a little bit easier. Now, it doesn't mean that painting loose florals is easy, but I'm going to show you some of my techniques to really create a simple loose floral pattern. Again, building on the techniques that I showed you in the last few watercolor painting videos. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so in past videos, we've done brush control and working on different watercolor techniques. I want to show you how to easily work in your sketchbook. This is an Etcher sketchbook that I'm working in today. How you can easily work in your sketchbook and paint a loose flower in 5 minutes or less. So what I have here are just some watercolors. Again, I'm big on using up color that I have on my palette. So when I'm working in my sketchbook and I'm not too concerned about the colors that I'm using, I'll just grab a palette that I have some dried watercolor paint on and play, see what happens. So I'm going to just load up my number 6, number 8 brush, whatever you have that's a little bit more full, and start to warm up my hand a little bit. The way that we build these loose flowers are simply by, again, working on brush control. Starting from the point, I'm going to push down on my brush to open up that barrel, creating a little bit of a petal, and then I'm just gonna join it. And I love the jagged edge. I love that the watercolor is sort of blotted, it's transparent in some areas. Let's do that again. I'm gonna load up my brush. Again, tip from where the center of the flower is, and I'm just going to push out those petals and let them be. Don't fuss with it too much. Maybe this time around, I'll go ahead and dip my brush into the water so I create a little bit of transparency on this brush. And I've always talked about this. Don't be afraid to turn your page and make sure I'm still in frame here. And I'm just going to push down again and create that puddle. Now, while your watercolor is still wet, you can choose if I want to bring this watercolor puddle into the center of the flower a little bit more, I can do that. And remember that last video that I shared about lifting while it's still wet? If I want to pull a bit of that watercolor away, create some transparency in my petals, again, I can still do that. I don't have a drawing. Everything is just a little bit loose and flowy, and I'm just going to work around this petal and this flower to create, I'm gonna see if I can do it this way without turning my page. There we go. To create this really interesting, loose 5-petal flower. Easy, right? Let's do it again. And round brushes are really great for this technique. I like a more pointed brush. It truly is up to you, but I can fill an entire page in my sketchbook of creating these flowers. And to keep it looking interesting, don't make every flower exactly the same. Maybe have ones that are only 4 petals. Again, while it's still wet, I can go ahead and drop in a little bit more pigment. I can maybe even let's grab some of the green. I was gonna do purple, but let's grab some of the green and see what happens. Again, while it's still wet, I can observe what's happening on my paper. While I have the green on my brush, I can incorporate some leaves. Really nice, bright palette that I don't normally paint in, but I'm liking it. Go ahead and dip again my brush, and I'm just going to add a few more leaves here as well. And you can see the pages already starting to fill up nicely with the flowers. So maybe over here I want a flower that is open and looking upwards a bit. again, let's go ahead and load up the brush, and starting from this lower part, and you can paint your petals in one stroke if you wish. I like a little bit more full petal, so I'm using 2 strokes. And then at the top here, I'll even just paint a shorter one, so it looks like it's kind of tucked in behind the flower. And this can be your imagination. Don't feel like it needs to look like a specific flower. Just have fun and enjoy filling up a page in your sketchbook and see what happens. Let's do that again. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more water while it's drying. I can paint another, and maybe it's a smaller one. And I just don't drag that brush out as far, so I'm pushing down and lifting, pushing down and lifting. And maybe this one is open sideways. And it's great that it's overlapping. Once you start filling your page, it doesn't have to make sense right away. Once you start filling your page, you'll start to see that it will look uniform and interesting. Let's do one more big one over here. So again, you can paint this in just a few minutes. It's another great way to work on your brush control, which is essential, your watercolor techniques, and also, what's better than a beautiful page full of loose florals that you painted in your sketchbook? See how it's coming along? Okay, let's grab some more of that green. I'm determined to finish this a little bit more quickly, so it's going to be a quick video. Watch it again and again if you need, and just allow what is happening on your page to come to life. You can even create a grouping of leaves there too. And I'm just going to paint it in the 2 colors. I think I was going to add more, but I don't think I will. So I'm imagining this to be a stem. And normally I would pick up the page and take a look at what's happening, but I'm going to trust the process and be okay. I'm going to mimic over here what's happened there, and just be okay with it being playful. There we go. That worked out. Again, I would sort of pick it up and have a look and determine what else it needs. It might need just a little bit of green there. So again, just hitting it. 5-minute floral ended up being a whole spread in my watercolor book. So again, just working quickly. And if you want to learn how to paint florals like this and really enjoy the process, I'm going to add a few more petals here. I have a loose floral painting class that you can check out. I will link it below. But again, it's just a really fun way to fill up a page in your sketchbook. Maybe try some new colors. Again, these colors aren't ones that I use very often. But look at how beautiful. Can make these flowers a bit more full. Look how beautiful that is turning out. And even just watching the green seep into the center of the flowers, I'm really liking that. And this experimentation will help when you are thinking about what to paint next, and even will help you with your watercolor painting confidence. It's all about exploring and being curious. There we go. I am even curious how long that took me. And while it's different stages of drawing, you can even go back to add a little bit more depth in the center, and even pick up a little bit more of that paint. I can go over and paint a second layer of this petal color to create even more depth in places too. So just have fun with it. Play and enjoy the process and experiment. That's what sketchbooks are for. And painting a 5-minute flower is really a fun and simple way to create an interesting spread in your sketchbook. Let me know if you like this video. Give me a double thumbs up if you've painted along with me. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified of videos like this when they get released, and I'll see you next time.